everybody, this is Sister Omi. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm here to do the reading for the water signs, okay? So we have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And we just had eclipse, and next week we'll be going into another eclipse, and then we have another eclipse coming in July. So we're in eclipse season, so a lot of things are going to be shifting and changing. So this week, water signs, what is for you? So I usually pull a chakra card and the tarot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the chakra card, but before I go over the tarot, I'm going to do that for each sign. I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards for each sign, and then we'll just move on from there, okay? Sound cool to you? I hope so. First card we got is the throat chakra, and we have listening. Ooh, so water signs, this is a time for listening. And listening is pulling this card, just listening. It's like you may have asked yourself some type of question and you're looking for the answer, but the answers could come from a song, it could come from a conversation you overhear, or you could be doing something and bang, it's like you have that answer that you seek. And sometimes you look for answers without, and the answer could be within. So know that this is a time that you can find out what you need to find out. You just have to listen. Now this is part of that. Listening is with that root chakra. Part of good communication is being able to listen. And sometimes it's listening to that little quiet voice inside that you don't always pay attention to. It's like, how you ride down the street and that little voice says, don't go that way, then you go that way, next thing you're in a traffic jam. Sometimes we get messages like that too. But like I said, this is the throat chakra, and if you want to meditate with a crystal, the blue agate is a good crystal, or you could focus on this vibrant blue ray. Or, some people are moving meditation, whatever works for you. So, water signs, it's going to be imperative that you listen. Okay? And sometimes the messages are coming from within. So sometimes you may be called upon to just be quiet at some point. You know what I'm saying? You may just have to be quiet to really hear. So with that said, like I said, I'm going to pull oracle cards, and then I'll go in and tie it into the chakra with the tarot that I pulled. So let's see. Scorpio. Let's do Scorpio first. Spirit, give me 1 card for Scorpio. Just 1 card, Spirit. Come on now. Just need 1. You give me 3. So we're going to take this one on the top. Okay. Get a second one. Okay. Okay. So, let's see here. You got the gates of triumph. The gates of triumph. The gates of triumph talks about success, expand your life. The gates of triumph are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Inner and outer success is coming your way. Thriving is a state of mind. Accept that you can reach any goal you desire, and even more victories will expand your life. The more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune will pour into your life. The more you feel it, the more you feel it. And then here we also have, let's see, shift your perspective. Shift your perception, excuse me. Shift your perspective. You have the air guardian. And here was the gates of triumph. But what I find interesting is you also have the fairies and sifts. This is about increased intuition and hypersensitivity. It could also be someone mature. It could be you. But it's like the dreamer. Okay? It's like maybe you're like in a dream state. And maybe that's part of it. You're in that dream state. And maybe you are getting messages. Because the next card you have here is Oshun. And Oshun is someone who can relay or express an opinion without being arrogant or aggressive. But she's also very intuitive. She has a certain understanding, a certain spiritual nature. And maybe some sense of mediumship. Now, Scorpio, you may have this quality because you're probably very intuitive. Like Scorpios, they say they can go deep. So maybe here you're tapping into your dreams and you're getting some you are getting these intuitive messages. However, maybe a word of wise here, don't hold on to like your past life. And when I say that, it's maybe there's some memories of childhood. And maybe you're reliving some things. And this is why they're saying the gates of success will open up to you if you love it. So what could be blocking you really hearing that message? Because I believe, especially with the fairies and sifts and the Oshun card, you're getting that message. Now, on the other hand, like I said, listening, sometimes you get the message as someone is giving you the message. You could be dreaming about something and there's an Oshun type person around you who's trying to guide you, but are you really hearing the message because you may be holding on to something from your past that it's time to let go of? It's time so that you can evolve spiritually, mentally, physically, however. But this is to encourage you that success is yours. The gates of triumph are open to you. It's about shifting your perspective. You know, it's just keep going and believe. This is talking about belief here. This is about changing your perspective. And I'm not saying that you have to be over, because we all have a perception about religion. But it's that belief that whatever you set your mind to, you could do it. And not holding on to something from the past. So listen to your inner guides. And if you're not listening to your inner guide, there's someone around you who you should be listening to. That's all I'm going to say, Scorp. That's all I'm going to say. All right? Listen. Okay, Scorpio. Okay, Cancer. Okay, Spirit, give me a card for Cancer. Cancer. Spirit, give me one card for Cancer. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. Okay, let me get one for Cancer. Okay. Okay, Cancer. You have finding sanctuary. Opening to your spiritual source. So, what have you been thinking about? Because fairies and sifts, this is mental energy. What have you been thinking about? What I like about this card, it's like, you know, whatever you're thinking, it's like your thoughts are being taken up. It's like you wait for the tooth fairy. You just know the tooth fairy is going to leave you some money or whatever. You just believe. So what we're looking at this is definitely more, I think, more in the spiritual realm, and opening up to source, finding sanctuary. Rest, rejuvenate, tune into your spiritual source. It's in times of retreat and inner sanctuary that you could truly hear the voice of your soul. Go within and find your inner refuge. Find a safe haven for others. Step forward with grace, deliberation, and thoughtfulness. Take a moment for reflection. Profound healing of physical and emotional wounds can occur in the stillness of the sanctuary. Difficult situations can be averted by taking the time to go within. So, this is about listening and tapping into your intuition. And what old stuff are you holding on to? See, this is water too. And so water, you know, there's some emotional wound that you may be holding on to from the past that it's time to let go. So you're being asked to take that time, maybe like send your prayers up, tap into your intuition, and whatever it is, let go and listen to the messages that are coming, and you'll hear them when you take the time to find sanctuary. Take that time to be quiet. Take that time to take that blue agate and meditate, or yoga, or, you know, listening to maybe like classical music or something that's going to quiet the mind. Now you also have High Priest. You got the High Priest, intent and create. Now, I'm going to look this up, okay? So just bear with me a second while I find this. High Priest. Okay. Whew. The High Priest, recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fear and align with the light. Cancer, align with the light. You're a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you're more powerful and connected than you may think. Wow. This is a masculine energy, and he acts like a bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. It's like being a spiritual leader, a spiritual tradition, or like pagan traditions, be second to a high priestess, but is always spiritually connected and disciplined with great respect for the Creator and his particular practice. So, as you can see, he's more earth. So this is really saying that you just really need to get grounded. And when you think of spiritual or pagan, like we like to play with semantics. So a pagan religion is more, if you think about the Native Americans, most people find that more palatable. If you think of the Native Americans, when they think of the sky god, the earth god, they're connected to nature. And I'm looking at this, it's like his arm. You see how the wing is coming up? It's like you can soar. If you take the time, find the sanctuary, find that quiet place. It's like send your prayers up, tap into your intuition, listen to the messages that are coming to you, and whatever old wounds or anything that has happened in the past, it's time to let it go. Move forward. All right? Wow. Cancer. You can change your life. You find sanctuary. And for some reason, what I'm seeing here, if you're opening up to the source here, you see how she is with a lot of fruit. You probably have a lot of abundance, but do you appreciate it? And maybe you don't appreciate what you have if you're holding on to some old stuff that it's just time to let go of. I'm just saying that. The Spirit just moved me to say that. So Cancer, find the sanctuary and tap into the voice of Spirit, your intuition, your God, your ancestors, however you perceive that or whatever you perceive that to be, because there is a message for you. Because this is intent and create. So you can go forth and create what you want. But it's also like you got to be kind of grateful and prayerful where you're at right now. So last but not least is Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Spirit, give me a message for Pisces. I just need one card. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Whew. Ooh. Everything is smooth sailing, Pisces. In the flow. In the flow. Let's see. One more card. Let's see. Whoa. That was like flipping on me there. All right. Okay, let's see. In the flow. In the flow. In the flow. And know what else you have here? Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong, Pisces. Ooh. Whoopsie. Now be brave, be strong, stand strong, and don't be scared. But you know what? When I'm pulling this and it's saying don't be scared, and I see be in the flow. If you tap into this, you can be fearless, but tap into this Oshun energy. And she is able to communicate without raising her voice. She can communicate without being aggressive. She can do all that and tap into that intuition. Huh. Wow. And be fearless? What? What? Oh, I think this is beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. Now, in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. It almost looks like Santa Claus, but it's not. You see, she's got a little muffler around her hand or whatever. Nevertheless, it's like let go of the shore, enter into the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious case and flow, All is unfolding perfectly and within good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride. This isn't the time to try to control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you. You don't have to do it all yourself. The glory of the universe is with you. So what is it that you want to do? Because this is almost like let go of the shore. You're going to send your prayers up, but what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Or what is it that you're trying to achieve? And you're being encouraged. I see this Oshun card here. It's just really tapping into your own intuition. And with the listening, you tap into your own intuition. Or is there someone who's trying to tell you something you may not be listening? And so I look at this Six of Water in reverse. Was there a custom in your life? It's like you do things because your mother did it, your father did it, and now it's time to maybe let go of that and do things in a new way. And this is also communicating. I really feel like it is communication because this is the throat chakra. Listening is a very good part of communication. So, this could be fear. And you're being encouraged to go with the flow and tap into that warrior. Ooh, I like that. That warrior. Ooh, don't back down. Make your opinions heard and don't settle for second best. And when you don't settle, you don't have to be the loudest one in the room. You don't have to cuss. You don't have to do any of those things because you're going to tap into this energy here. And the warrior is anyone who is ready, willing to know themselves and to do what needs to be done in order to get where they want to be. The warrior embodies fierce primal love. The warrior within, the energy you can call to protect yourself, even if you don't think you love yourself. If you are exposed to a situation that could be harmful or dangerous, the steps you take to protect yourself are in fact acts of fierce love. Although the warrior in this card is surrounded by darkness, he is in the light. The warrior within is made of light and has the capacity to shine even more brightly when facing darkness head on. So be fearless and stand strong. And go with the flow because everything is going to be smooth sailing. And I think this warrior is so fierce. Like I said, this isn't about raising your voice, being ugly, acting ugly, talking nasty. It's not about that. And maybe in the past you would do that. Like, cuss a mofo out. Maybe that's the old way you need to let go of, Pisces. Send your prayers up. Tap into your intuition. Ask Spirit to guide your words in the flow. And everything is going to be smooth sailing because that's a fierce warrior. And this is a warrior energy of light. Just listen. Listen. Because that spirit, whatever it is that you are going through or anything that you need to create that change, that's that warrior. And maybe reading this card, this is the old way. You probably didn't fight before, and you need to fight now. Listen. So everybody, you all need to listen and get rid of the old ways and move forward, okay? So let me know what you think, you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And feel free to leave a comment also. This is Sister Omi. Peace.